and I just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotions about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm repping that star. It's DC for life. And if you're DC for life, won't you go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys Nation, we got to get into it. I know I haven't been making videos because I have been down here chilling with my family, chilling with my brother. He right over there looking at the TV and looking at me making this content because he hasn't seen me do it before, but he has watched the videos. But anyway, we are going to get into this topic, and the topic is Stephen A. Smith and Micah Parsons. Y'all know I got to talk about it, so we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the first clip, and then we're going to come back, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to discuss my raw and uncut, all right? So here we go. Let's go ahead and hit that first clip.
Speaking of football, man, what happened? What happened to the Cowboys? I mean, I know, but I'm asking you.
Listen.
What happened against the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs, man? What happened to y'all?
I just think we hit, I think Green Bay just had a really good start. And all year we've been a front leading team. Right. We get to establish some things. We mix in the run, play action. Dak really gets going. But when you get down 21 so early, it's hard, bro. Like, cause you know it's almost pass every time. So they got to get into their blitzes, get into their scheme. Schematically, they was just clicking on all cylinders. And when you're clicking on all cylinders, it's hard to win.
DeMarcus Lawrence came on First Take Super Bowl week. They're show on ESPN every week. They won today in the 12. And he comes on the show and he said, guys might have been a little tired. He said, because so much is expected of us. Every game is like somebody's Super Bowl. So we go through stuff that most teams don't go through. And I think that guys were a little bit fatigued. When you heard he said that, what were your thoughts?
Don't get me wrong. Yes, I agree that teams play us like the Super Bowl. We are the Dallas Cowboys. But in the end, that's not a good enough reason or excuse to say that publicly. If you said it to someone else, you know what I'm saying? Like one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? Cameras off, sure, be my guest. But when I feel like once that regular season end and they get in a playoff, you're supposed to get rejuvenated. Like, this is a whole new me, whole new you. Like, we need to get ready. And that's part of that culture stuff where I was talking about, where I want to dive into the players that we got to change. Like, it should never, you should never go into a game like I'm tired, like I'm ready to go home. Because that's exactly what's going to happen, and it did happen. I'm coming to the game every week like, man, I got 4 more weeks left. I don't know what y'all got, but I got 4 more weeks left. Like, that's part of the culture and identity that I just feel like we're missing.
Yo, please tell me, why are we still talking about the Dallas Cowboy and Green Bay Packers game? Why are we talking about this? Everybody knows, everybody who watched the game, everybody who didn't watch the game, they know that the Dallas Cowboys got their ass kicked in the playoffs, in the wild card round of the playoffs. Why are we still talking about it? Stephen A., why are you beating a dead horse? And I believe that's the only ammunition that you have against the Dallas Cowboys, so you're going to continue to bring it up. Any loss that we have, you're going to continue to bring it up. It's some bull. It's some bullish. So we're going to go ahead and get into this second clip so we can keep the ball rolling to my raw and uncut. Let's go ahead and roll the second clip.
Y'all need a new quarterback?
Nah.
You sure?
You talking about, you
positive?
Second in MVP voting. And this is, I've been waiting to get on this.
Okay, let's do it. I'm right here. I mean, I'm just asking. You sure?
Yes.
You positive?
I'm positive.
Why?
Look at the year he just had.
Oh, Lord. Did you not just sit here and talk to me about the playoffs? Did you not just say?
But you can't put it all on him.
I'm not putting it all on him.
You trying to.
He culpable.
Okay, peep this.
Okay. Take time.
When Purdy threw 4 interceptions to the Ravens,
Yeah.
how many points did the Niners give up?
I don't recall.
I believe it was like 33.
Okay. That was
34.
That was a regular season game. You know,
It does that was almost like the Super Bowl.
33. You got it right. 33.
On 4 interceptions.
Okay.
We gave up 40 plus
48.
as a defense.
You were down 48-16.
So
He threw an X6.
So
He threw an interception before that.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See, if you're trying to play the pick and name game, then that's losing culture. At some point, your defense, even when Mahomes threw that pick, in the Super Bowl, what does defense do?
Stop.
At some point, your quarterback's not always going to be trifling perfect. The greatest quarterback isn't trifling perfect. At some point, your defense got to say, hey, we're going to get a stop.
Do we need another quarterback? Stephen A., do we need another quarterback? I know there's some Dallas Cowboys fans out there that'll say that we need another quarterback. There's some Dallas Cowboy fans out there that want to get rid of Dak Prescott, throw the baby out with the bathwater. But do I feel that we need another quarterback? Hell no. This man has been doing the damn thing. Yes, he comes up short in the playoffs, but you cannot blame that on Dak Prescott solely. You cannot blame that on the offense solely. It comes from the top up. I have said this in videos before. It comes from Jerry Jones on down to the Water Boys. If Jerry Jones ain't giving the Dallas Cowboys the pieces that they need in order to succeed, then how can you put that on Dak Prescott? If we don't have weapons other than CeeDee Lamb, and I get tired of people talking about the all-pros that we have. 2 of those all-pros were on the offensive line. 1 all-pro was in the backfield, Dak Prescott. 1 all-pro was the wide receiver. You look at the 49ers and the career all-pro guys that they have on that team. Pretty much the offense is all-pros. But what is Stephen A's obsession with Dak Prescott? Why does he feel that he has to point out every single error that this man makes? And then he gets up on there and talk about, I want to see the brothers succeed. I want to see the brothers get paid and all this stuff. But you are straight dissing a brother. Why? Because he has the star on his helmet? Would you diss Dak Prescott if he was the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? Or the Buffalo Bills? Man, I tell you, Stephen A's hatred for Dak Prescott, I don't even think it's just the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's Dak Prescott in general. But his hatred for him is uncanny. It is out of this world. And I want to know the real reason why. Why do you hate the quarterback of America's team so much? But Micah was right, though. At some point, the defense needs to stand up. The defense needs to be able to go to the quarterback and be like, I knew you threw the interception, but we got you, bro. I know you messed up. You think that you messed up, but we got you, bro. We're going to get this stop, and we're going to get the ball back into your hands. That's what hard-nosed, tough defense is all about. But we're going to go ahead and get into this third clip so we can get to the raw and uncut. Roll the third clip.
Pressure, though. And I asked that question strictly as a Cowboy. Because clearly y'all are the most valued franchise worth over $9 billion. Everybody looks at y'all and they see what they see. The publicity, the hype. It's the Dallas Cowboys. That, to me, is why I laugh at the fans. Because to me, the fans are y'all biggest impediment. Because they put so much pressure on y'all because they act so abnormal compared to other fan bases that it puts immense pressure on y'all. Everybody can't handle it. And that's why I usually know that y'all gonna fall because of those fans.
Well, what they say, right? Pressure's a privilege, right? It's not a right, it's a privilege. Okay. It's a privilege to wear the star. And I feel like every time I step on the field, and you can ask anybody, any player I went against, any coach, say you play the game the right way. Right. So I don't really think it's the pressure. I think it's more just, like I said, it's here. Because at the end of the day, when you in that game and you worry about everything else was going on, then as you really focus on the game, is your mind really right? You feel me? Like, every time you step on the field, it should be about winning.
Emmitt Smith had some strong comments about you guys. Emmitt Smith, 3-time Super Bowl champion. Emmitt Smith talked about his disappointment, talked about a lot of different things. You heard what he had to say about you guys. Your thoughts?
I mean, you can't be mad about how everybody's opinionated, right? You know that.
And he's qualified.
Yeah, he's qualified.
Uniform, a superstar, 3-time Super Bowl
Leading rusher.
No question.
I mean, I'm not mad at him about his comments. I don't take it personal. I just think I take it more personal as like, you're right. We got to be better.
Yo, I truly think this man is jealous. Stephen A. Smith is jealous of the success of the Dallas Cowboys. I put it right here. I stamp it. I stamp it. But he said that the fans are the reason why the Dallas Cowboys lose. The fans are the Dallas Cowboys' biggest impediment. How? I need somebody to explain to me. Maybe somebody can explain to me in the comment section, but I need you to explain to me why having faith in your football team is a bad thing. Why does Cowboys Nation, and it seems like the Cowboys Nation is the only fan base that gets this type of vitriol from the 4-letter and 3-letter networks, because we have faith in our team. We hope that our team does good. Y'all want my raw and uncut? Y'all want my raw and uncut? Here you go. I am sick and tired of these non-Cowboys fans talking about Dallas Cowboys fans. Cowboys Nation always talk about we're going to the Super Bowl. That we say we're going to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. Don't no Cowboys fans be saying that. That is a mirage. That is a myth. That does not happen. I am sitting here telling you this face to face as a Dallas Cowboys fan, as a diehard DC for life fan. The majority of Cowboys Nation doesn't say these things. The majority of Cowboys Nation goes into the season with faith that their team is going to do good. And then when we get into the 12-5, we're like, yeah, we got a playoff berth. Let's see what we can do. You have a minority of Dallas Cowboys fans that will go out there and say, we're going to the Super Bowl. There has been 29 years, going on 30 years of not making it to the Super Bowl. So there's no way in hell that we could sit there at the beginning of the season, at the middle of the season, even at the finale of the regular season and say we're going to the Super Bowl. Even though we had the second seed in the playoffs, I wasn't saying we were going to the Super Bowl. So where do you get these things from? Micah Parsons also said that it's a privilege to wear the star. It truly is. It truly is a privilege to be a Dallas Cowboy, because you know when you come into the league as a Dallas Cowboy with that star on your helmet, you know that you're going to get the publicity, you know that you're going to get the endorsements, you know that there's going to be money coming from all angles, not just your contract. So it is definitely a privilege to wear that star. But where some of the Dallas Cowboy players get it wrong now, and I've made a video on this, but where they get it wrong is the fact that they use the 90s Dallas Cowboys reputation by saying, you know, we them boys, yes, we them boys, but you can't use what the 90s Dallas Cowboys did as your own accomplishments. You can't do that. And I said it in a video before. You can't use, well, we got 5 Super Bowls. That is expired. We have to go out now and get our own. We have to go out now and win our own Lombardi, forge our own path. You know what I'm saying? Because using Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and all those guys, you can't use those guys. We've had pretty dope teams since then. And we've had a lot of duds. Don't get it twisted. We have had a lot of duds, but we've had some great teams, and we can't seem to get over the hump. And I believe, like Micah Parsons said, it's a part of the culture. And who's making the culture up in Dallas? Jerry Jones. Not the person that should be making the culture, should be creating the culture for the Dallas Cowboys, but he is, unfortunately. But this generation's Dallas Cowboys, the one thing that they can do to shut Stephen A. Smith and the 4-letter and 3-letter networks up is win a Super Bowl. You don't have to win multiple Super Bowls like Patrick Mahomes. You just have to win a Super Bowl. Do it in the lifespan of a fan that joined in 1997. Because right now, a fan that joined in 1997 has not tasted victory. I joined when I was 9 years old. I joined the year before they won 2 Super Bowls back to back. Lost one, well, lost in the playoffs, and the 49ers got it that following year, and then the Cowboys bounced back and got another one. So they got 3 in the 90s that I was a part of. There's fans in Cowboys Nation that have been here since 1960, 1965, and they have witnessed all 5 Super Bowl wins. We actually got some angry Cowboys fans on this channel that have been rocking with the Dallas Cowboys since 1965. And I think that's the dopest thing. They can sit back, if they can sit back and just take it all in and support their quarterback instead of trying to throw him out, if they can do it, if they can be patient, why can't I? You know, like I said, I understand those who were fans after, let's say, 1997. You guys don't have your Super Bowl yet. And I know you guys want to taste that victory because us veteran Cowboys fans want to taste that victory. But I'm hoping for Dak Prescott's sake, for all the players on the team's sake, for y'all's sake, Cowboys Nation, who hasn't tasted this Lombardi, we need to get a Super Bowl. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. We need to go out there, play smash mouth complimentary football, and get a dub in the Super Bowl. Hell, get a dub in the divisional round. Hell, get a dub in an NFC championship. We haven't even been that far. If y'all want to know what I did, I just caught my phone. It was falling, so I got them hands. But anyway, Stephen A., leave the Cowboys alone. I would like to see, first take, I'd like to see you go 2 months without mentioning the Dallas Cowboys. I'll give it to you during the offseason. If you could go 2 months without mentioning the Dallas Cowboys, I will give you props. I will stop what I'm doing on this channel and fade off into obscurity. If you can do that. That's how confident I am that you can't. That's how confident I am that Stephen A. can't go a day without mentioning the Dallas Cowboys, that he can't go a day without mentioning Dak Prescott. It's a damn shame, y'all. But I'm going to be here, and I know he's going to do it the whole season. It's going to be that, just wait. Just wait. They're going to mess up. I hate when he says that. I hate when he says that because we can win 13 in a row. Just wait. Something bad's going to happen. That 14th game we lose, I told you. That's some bullshit. Let's keep it real. That's just crazy talk. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I don't want to keep y'all guys too long. I wanted to put a video out because I know y'all wondering where the Angry Cowboys fan at, but I've been chilling with the family. I have been chilling with friends and going out to these horror cons. If y'all don't know, I am a part of a second channel, and that is Splatter Talk Cinema, where we talk horror movies and horror content. And we're trying to get the ball rolling on that again. So we went to this convention and we enjoyed ourselves, but I don't want to leave you guys out, so I got to make some content. And if you're digging the content, please drop a like on the video. And if you're DC for life, subscribe to the channel. Join the rest of the ACF family as we cheer on the Dallas Cowboys through this offseason, the 2024 season, and beyond. Because that's what we do here. But anyway, this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out.